Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to teach how to add and subtract fractions with different denominators. So to add and subtract fractions, as you know, with different denominators, first step, we have to find least common denominator. So let me discuss how to do so. So talking about least common denominator, we need to think about how to find least common multiples. And we're going to review and see how it's working. So we have two numbers. The first, we're going to put list of multiples, the first number 12. So the first multiple of 12, 12 times 1, it is 12. 12 times 2, the next multiple would be 24. 12 times 3, 36, and so on. So let me work out with number 8. The first multiple, 8 times 1, 8. 8 times 2, 16. 8 times 3, 24, and so on. So what we're looking for, that number 24 is multiple of 12, and number 24 is multiple of 8. So our least common multiple of those two numbers equals 20. And here is our first example. We're going to work out with this problem, adding two fractions with different denominators. The first fraction, 5/12, add 3/8. So the first step, as you know, we need to look at the denominators and find least common denominator. Out of 12 and 8, so I'm going to put that line, whereas I put common denominator on the bottom. Out of 12 and 8, how it works. In previous example, we did found that least common multiple of those two numbers is 24. Let me one more time repeat these steps. So what you're doing, you're looking at the larger denominator, it's 12. 12 not divisible evenly by 8, so next multiple of 12 would be 24. And try divide by 8, and it is pretty good. Answer is 3, right? So 24, our common denominator for those two fractions. So let me work out with numerators now. So since we had denominator is 12, and now times 2, we got 24, then numerator we multiplying by 2 to keep the same fraction. And the second one, we had 8, we need 24 times 3. So now 5 times 2, 10. 3 times 3, 9. So adding those two numerators, we got 19 over 24. Since 19 and 24 has no common factors, we cannot simplify. This is our final answer. Let's work out with another example. So we're going to add two fractions, 7/8 plus 3/4. First of all, we're looking to find least common denominator. So the denominators are 8 and 4. So the steps, what we have to do, look at the larger denominator is 8 and see if it is divisible by 4. In this case, yes. Then 8, it is our least common denominator. So we figure out that least common denominator of those two fractions is 8. Now we have to work out with numerators. So since this denominator the same, so we keep it the same, so it's multiplying by 1, which is the same. So we had denominator 4, now 8. So what we did multiply by 2. So we have to multiply by 2 numerator. And now we're adding numerators. So it's 7 plus 6. So 7 plus 6, 13 over 8. Well, in this case, the result is, it's called improper fraction. As you remember, if numerator is greater than denominator, it's called improper fraction. We always can convert in a mixed number. So as a mixed number, 8 goes to 13 one time. Remainder is 5. And denominator is, so that is your final answer as a mixed number. Here's one more example. 3/4 plus 7/12. So least common denominator. What we are doing? Looking at the larger denominator. In this case, what is 12? 12 divisible by 4. Then 12, it is our least common denominator. So since it's common denominator, I'm putting it here, and it's 12. So now go back to the first fraction. So denominator, we multiply by 3 to get 12. Numerator, we must multiply by the same number to keep the same fraction, equivalent fraction. So, and this we just 1. So 3 times 3, 9, plus 7 times 1, 7. 7 plus 9, 16 over 12. So 16 and 12, both numbers divisible by 4. That is a common factor. All right. So 16 divided by 4 is 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Now we have simplest form, but it is improper fraction. So to convert to mixed number, so 4 divided by 3 goes one time, remainder 1, and that would be your answer for this example.